Okay, don't get too confused. You are watching the Humble Horologist channel. My name is Anthony. But you're also watching Anthony wear a t-shirt for his art channel, or not channel, but website, Wall Hole Coverings. Because if you got a hole in your wall, my art is good enough to cover it. What do you get when you cross horology with hamartiology? Crickets. Zen. Let's get this comedy show going. Okay, so let's clear up some things here. This is what I used to wear to farmers markets and all that when I sold my watercolors and stuff like that, because and you can still buy some. I've got some originals still sitting around if you want to buy some, and but you can check out what I did at wallholecoverings.com. I believe it's still active. But what did I mean by the joke? Hamartiology is the study of the doctrine of sin. Hamartiology, horology, Zen, spelled S-I-N-N, is a German watch company, and they have a watch that is a legend of a watch. It is the Zen 556A, and the A stands for Arabic. And that is what this Berny right here that I have in my hand and I have been wearing for a couple of days, this Berny looks so much like it. But is it exactly like it? Not hardly. There are some serious differences. One of which is that this is made out of super light titanium, and the Zen is made out of stainless steel, 316L as a matter of fact. So there's not only a difference in what it's made of, but there is a difference in how it looks. So I want to, as a friend of ours says, let's flip the camera around and look at them. So here you have the very simple, very delicate, very lightweight, very utilitarian Berny T25, what's that? The T2576MS. And it has a VH31 quartz movement in it, which I guess I could press in on the crown and you can see it actually running. Has that nice smoother quartz sweep to the hand that makes it look like an automatic. And if I put this watch side by side with the Zen, you can definitely see the similarity in the dial. It is not even questionable where the Berny was, got its inspiration. So this is a very good substitute on an inexpensive level for a very expensive, well, not very expensive for everybody, but for the average watch wearer, it's an expensive watch, the Zen is. We're talking $1,800, $2,000 for the Zen. Now the Zen, of course, is made out of stainless steel, 316L stainless steel. It's a little bit bigger than this one. This one is 37.5 millimeters across on the case, while the Zen is a little bit bigger at 38.5, and this has a thickness of 9 millimeters, while the Zen is at 11. So this is a smaller watch. It also, weighs a lot less, and I'll give you some examples of that here in just a second. But this is a very simple homage, because this is an titanium. This is a titanium talk. This is a good grief. This is a titanium case and bracelet, and you can look up close. If I can get this up close so you can see it, just a very basic sandblasted finish. Those big numerals, easy to see the time, bold hands. I love the orange second hand sweeping around there. The seconds are easy to distinguish. Nothing fancy here, but it does the job. And so for $80, titanium, solid watch. It doesn't have a lot of water resistance, only 50 meters of water resistance, but it's still, for a daily wear or just a beater watch, it's not bad, especially if you don't want to wear something very heavy. So we got the scale set and it's calibrated. Let's just set the watch on top. On the bracelet, 70 grams. Not a lot. To put that in perspective, here is a Berny design. Look at that. Twice and then some for this quartz watch. Hey, how much is Bob Ross? $46 grams. So not too much lighter than, sorry about that, the Berny. Now, of course, on the bracelet, nothing fancy there. You just got push pins that hold the links together. They're not very fancy. You know, they look like they're more maneuverable, but they're not. But it's still comfortable to wear. There's no rough edges. It's very smooth. The clasp is easy to work. It's let's do it with one thumb here. So easy to work, but it's pressed. It's not milled. So that's not too fancy, but it's fine. And it snaps nice and secures. So you're good to go. Case back is pressed down and nothing fancy there. Hence part of the reason why it doesn't have more than 50 meters of water resistance. But there's not much else to say about it. You got a 20 millimeter lug width, so you can put a strap on this. You can look at all these different options. I took this outside and walked around beside the car, out in the driveway in the evening sun, and tried on a bunch of different straps, and it looks good with almost anything you can put on it. I think my favorite, however, was a black rubber strap that I got from off my Bear C5. If you don't have any other strap, just this way, just on the basic, no frills, sandblasted titanium bracelet. It's comfortable, easy to wear, and if you're not into anything really fancy, and the dial case size is not too small for you, hey, this is about as tool watch looky as you can. This is about as simple as you're going to get for a watch, yet still nice looking. Have you noticed the watch that I'm wearing? I haven't done a wrist check or anything, but this is a 1975 Lucerne jump hour. Not very common anymore and not very practical. This belonged to my grandfather, Swiss made, and it's hand wound manual. And a good friend, James Soboleski in California, restored this for me when not even one of the best jewelry stores in America in Augusta, Georgia, right there next to the golf course, wouldn't even touch it. But James said, I'll do it. And he did, and it's been running fine ever since. He had to do some work on it, but they said it wasn't worth it. But if it's your family members, if it's an heirloom, it's definitely worth it. And so I'm glad that he fixed it up for me. But what do you think of the Zen? Well, maybe not the Zen. What do you think of the Berny? Think you might pick one up? Well, if you want this one, I'll sell it to you. Message me. I'll probably get overwhelmed with people, but the first one that wants to buy it, just give me a message or shout out, email or something, and we'll work out something, all right? Just as long as it's within the continental United States. I don't want to spend more for postage than I actually paid for the watch. That's ridiculous, okay? But at least you're not going to have to pay tariffs, I don't think. But, all right, well, either one of these watches or the Zen. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll get back together soon. We'll talk about some more watches. Maybe we'll even talk about some art. Maybe we'll talk about art of watches. Watch art. It all can go on the wall too, you know. But we'll see you in the next video soon. And remember, watches and art are replaceable, but time is not. Use it wisely. Have a great weekend.